Today's product spotlight is the Flex Bar. The Flex Bar, just like the name sounds, is basically just a flexible bar, and it is an excellent tool because of the variety of exercises that you can do with it. So whether you're someone that's trying to restore shoulder motion, build stamina, or improve your balance, you can really address all of those goals with this one piece of equipment, and that is why it is our product spotlight of the week. So the way this works is it's relatively lightweight. That's one of the reasons that I like it. For those of you that have hemiparesis or you have weakness in one arm, it's not super heavy, but basically when you move it, it just kind of flexes back and forth, and there's a little bit of kind of weight at the ends, and that bar just kind of vibrates. So that's why it's an excellent tool for stamina, is just because it works a lot of stabilizing muscles. So whether you're someone that's low level and you can't stand yet, which is how I'm showing it now, you can really just shake this bar and your body just has to work a lot harder to sit up. And so you can build your endurance up that way. So you can put it in your strong arm. And again, it's working on stamina and it is working on your core stabilization, which is a critical component to standing and walking. But for those of you that are standing and you are walking, it is an excellent tool that adds like a perturbation. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I talk about perturbations are a great way to improve kind of like your balance system. So when you're knocked off balance, we have some kind of internal mechanisms that quickly and automatically respond to whatever pushed us off balance to get our center of mass back over our base of support. And basically, long story short, there's a lot of stuff going on kind of like behind the scenes that we don't really think about that helps us to, again, get that center of gravity back over the base of support when we are perturbed or pushed off balance. And basically, because of the flexing back and forth of this bar, you're kind of creating that perturberance. So all the balance exercises that I show on this channel, and we'll go through a few of them today, you can add this bar to just kind of add an additional challenge to that activity. So what I mean by that is you can start in standing with your feet just side by side. I go through this sequence a lot of how to kind of keep narrowing your base of support to keep challenging your balance a little bit more. So starting with your feet just shoulder width apart, you can put it in your strong arm and you just move it back and forth. And again, your body has to work a little bit harder to maintain your center of mass over your base of support because of that jiggling. And then next would be to bring your feet together so that they're touching, and same thing. And then from there, you would bring your feet into what we call tandem or in a straight line and do the same thing. And then you could advance to standing on one leg and again, doing that same thing. And it really is making your entire body kind of having to react to kind of the perturbance created by the shaking of the stick and really using a lot more muscles. So you're not only working your balance, but you really are working on your stamina and building that endurance to help you to walk longer distances and not get so fatigued. But not only just improving your balance, the other way that you can use this is to kind of make a leg exercise or maybe something that would just be a lower body exercise, kind of turn it into a full body workout. So for example, you could do like a wall squat. So you can just kind of hold that position that's really challenging your legs and then add the bar, just kind of shaking it back and forth. Again, getting that kind of full body workout. If you're someone that you wanted to use your weaker arm and you can't extend it out, that's okay. Just hold it in by your side. And so for some of you that you're getting some emerging strength in your involved arm, you know, that's a way to vary it where it might be easier for you to hold it, but now you're kind of challenging that arm a little bit, getting more sensory input because of that kind of shaking motion, just kind of giving more input into your brain. So that's another way you could use it. You could also do it in kind of a lunge position, same thing, just challenging that balance a little bit more and that core. You can hold it in two hands if you can't use one hand, or if you only have the one hand, definitely you can just hold it in one hand. And now you're kind of incorporating more of like an upper and lower body workout. So again, just increasing that stamina and kind of turning what might be like a lower body exercise into a full body workout. But for those of you that have hemiparesis, there is something that probably this bar wasn't designed for, but I actually like it and think it will work great for. A lot of times I try and get people to hold a bar kind of behind their neck, but you just don't have the range of motion to get your shoulder back there. What I kind of like about this bar is it does have a little bit of padding in the middle here, so you could rest it on your neck, but because it bends, if you don't have that range of motion yet to get your arms here, you can kind of strap your involved hand to it and kind of work it behind your shoulder, over your shoulders, and then that almost that flex in that bar is going to help just a little bit to get those arms back. So if you've worked with me in person, you know that that's one of the things that I work on quite a bit, because I do think it's like a good position to work towards as far as range of motion in your shoulder. And again, because this bar has a little bit of flex in it, if you don't have that range of motion yet, you'll be able to keep your arms here, but because it kind of wants to straighten out, it's going to kind of help guide your hands back in that position. So that's the other thing that I love about it. So that's what I mean by it's not just like a stamina tool or a balance tool or a shoulder stabilization tool. It's really kind of like an all-in-one tool with all the things that you can do with it. So again, this product is sponsored, so by clicking the link in the description below, it does help to support this channel. So if it's something that you're interested in or you want to learn more about, definitely click the link in the description. We appreciate your support as always. I enjoyed spending time with you all today, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.